out.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Receiver makes the catch. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Texas A&M is now operating in the red zone. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the sophomore quarterback throws it behind the receiver. Wideouts now clustered. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Scanning the field, it's Moss. The ball is caught. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a 4th down now.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. He knocks this one right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And the kickoff will be returned. And he's brought down just across the 25-yard line. The Gators offense retakes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here's the 2nd down play. And they'll use the ground game here. Just runs through a man, a mismatch.
Taking down at the 49. That's a first down for the offense.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The defense with more pre-snap movement. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And this is dropped. My goodness, he was wide open, took his eyes off the football.
Oh, my gosh, the defense busting coverage, leave the receiver wide open, and boy, oh boy, did they catch a break.
And the Gators bring their punt team onto the field. We're going to kick it away for the second time. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or lofting it toward the left sideline? Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Incompletion sets up a second down. To the air, it's Moss. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Going to try to use his legs here. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving. They move the 6th. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Texas A&M.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Important second down play coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half.
Texas A&M.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Gators will kick this away to get the second half going. This one will be fair caught. comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Back to pass. It's Moss. Defense is coming after him. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
Boy, good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line from the Florida Gators. And, Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Kearse, the freak, what he was able to do, and Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with. Dante Fowler, such speed off the edge. Even Derek Harvey, boy, he had an incredible year in '06 when the Gators won the national championship. And we're still seeing them dominate the line of scrimmage today.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looks like he's going to run it. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the first down.
Chris, the advantage there obviously was with the defense on third down and long. And they do a good job of taking away things downfield, but, man, you got to account for the quarterback taking off and running. Nobody does, so he gets big yards, and now he gives the offense a chance here on fourth down.
Fourth down, he's throwing for it. That's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's fourth down, you've got a good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
Handoff in a single back formation. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
They're going to run it. Powerful running here. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. They'll run it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
Looking to pass here on second down. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field in that third down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. And now it's fourth down and long.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they add to their lead. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
his offense back on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
He's found some room at the 45. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Brought down to the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone.
Well, you can just feel the home crowd standing on their feet when this running back had a chance to start to accelerate downfield. They know exactly what this guy is capable of doing and that he can flat out go. He took off on that one.
Texas A&M has moved into the red zone now. There's the handoff.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Dropping back, it's Moss. Receiver makes the grab. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense. The Aggies come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Here's the handoff on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, A&M. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Extra point good. They trail now 17-10. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hunter. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They'd love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. Had to settle for 3 last time. He's going to pull it down and run. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that third down play. The Gators will line up to punt it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? They'll start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Gets into space at the 50. Goes out after a nice gain. A sign of life here by the offense.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
First down and 10 now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. To throw, it's Moss. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And the Aggies looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Pressure is coming. Got him, he's sacked.
The end of the third quarter of play. Here's the score. Florida 17, Texas A&M 10.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Getting set. Here's second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it, and he lofts it toward the sideline. The downfield shot is caught, but the receiver was out of bounds. Incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a 1st down.
And that's going to be a 1st down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the 4th quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
And that run produces a decent gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
The pass rush closing in. The pass is incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, and here comes a late flag.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. So it looks like the penalty will be accepted by the head coach, and the offense will pick up some yardage there. And the Gators are on the move here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looks to the left. Pass caught. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
The offense has done well to choose some clock here. Now they'll come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they finally tackle him down at the 1. Big gain in the pitch and catch.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
Gain of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here comes some more big bodies out for the defense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Gators. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Number 27.
That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, you get into this 2nd half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Here's the fair catch by the return man. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? And looking to throw now on 1st down. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. The Aggies will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
3rd down coming up.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Running right through tacklers. They get him down, but a solid run by the freshman. Texas A&M getting set for the 1st and 10 now.
I love it. 3rd down, the way this back is running, just keep.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. Breaking free at the 35. Just trucks through the defender. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Heading left after the handoff. He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The penalty backs him up 1st and very long. Tailback with another carry. Some hard running there through a tackle. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Running back has it on the screen now. They bring him down. It's a very solid game, but still well short of the 1st down.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down, and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Bringing pressure. Contact as he let the ball go. He's brought down. The freshman quarterback showing toughness, standing in to take the hit.
Well, I love to see this late in a game like this with the lead. Get aggressive. Go for it here on 3rd down through the air. Quarterback delivers to his receiver. Comes down with a nice completion and a 1st down, and they keep that clock moving.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Handoff to the back. They keep the clock moving. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? From the gun, he looks for an open man. Running out of time in the pocket. Looking to scramble now. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
The important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
I like the call here. 3rd down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn on the field. It's a missed opportunity there on 3rd down and long.
So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Leading here in the fourth quarter, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to stretch the lead and keep possession. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. That's a big stop for this defense on fourth down. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. And the runner takes off to his right. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Breaking free at midfield. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. We reach the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Dropping back. It's Moss. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Aggies.
What a touchdown here with under 2 minutes to go. And the big question now, Chris, is do you kick this extra point to tie it up, or do you go for 2 to potentially take the lead? Either way, the defense still is going to have to go out there and make some plays.
See if they can convert the point after. And the PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. Gators offense retakes the field. Remember last time, they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. He's running out of time here. Working a scramble. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
Well, the quarterback makes a mistake here. That's football 101. Once you get outside of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation and not take the sack, especially in the fourth quarter.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. We'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. And he'll drop back here on third down. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Trying to extend the play. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Biggest drive of the game here coming up. It's win it or go to OT. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Great cut there. Breaks loose at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Now, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. How do you play this now? Do you call a conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win in a regulation? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Here's a throw underneath to the back. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. And the defense takes a timeout with 27 seconds left.
Well, the offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver, but there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a 3rd down.
3rd down play for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Moss. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense makes the stop. The screen pass doesn't produce a first down, and now it's 4th down. And the defense will take time out to stop the clock. 20 seconds remaining. And the Aggies will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Oh, and he shanked it. And the punt head's out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 45. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Escapes the pocket but cannot make a play, and they sack him. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Here we go. Biggest play so far. Can the defense get a stop on 3rd and goal here in OT? And now the defense calls timeout, trying to get organized and come up with a stop here in overtime. So here we go. Biggest play of the game. Can the offense punch it in on 3rd and goal in OT? Running a quarterback sneak here. Touchdown, Florida. to take the lead in overtime. And now for the crucial extra point to push the lead to 7 in OT.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Caught in the flat by the running back. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And here's the handoff. Trucks through the defender. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. So needing to reach the end zone to keep this game alive, it's 1st and goal now. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. The shotgun running play call. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. And now it's 3rd and goal. They've got just 2 plays left to try to punch it in here. And now the defense will spend a timeout to talk strategy here before this crucial play coming up. And now it's 3rd and goal. They've got just 2 plays left to try to punch it in here. And the quarterback will just sneak it now. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Boy, this has been tough to watch. So disappointing. They just can't punch it in. They're that close on 3rd down, and the offensive line gets dominated at the line of scrimmage, and you tackle behind the line. Oh, my gosh. Chris.
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. Do you kick the PAT or go for 2 and the win?
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
We're still tied now heading into the first play of double overtime. Now the offense will spend a timeout to get everybody organized. Can't afford a mistake at this moment. The Aggies will have their offense right back out there for the 2nd overtime. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
No, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. Looking to pass, it's Moss. He's hit as he throws it. And he cannot make the catch over the middle on the crossing route. He's going to bring up 3rd down.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous, lost his concentration, and drops the ball.
The offense was given a short field. Now can the defense come up with a huge stop here on third down? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. In the clear at the 25. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
The offense has a big play here, but they really put themselves in a hole on first and second down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on third down, but it's still fourth down. Can they pick up the first?
No problem. Knocks it right through. And with that, they regain the lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So they line out now knowing a touchdown wins the football game. You need a field goal at least to force another overtime. Running back grabs it on the screen. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
Brings up second down.
Second down play coming up. And the single back takes the handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Picks up 9.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. They'll run it to the right side. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he takes it into the end zone. Let's check and see what that marker is about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Pass caught. Can he get in? Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
So here we go, a critical third down play. This offense eager to keep the drive going and not settle for 3 here. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
So it all comes down to this. They pass on the field goal and go for it on 4th and short. This is the ball game.
No gain on the play. First and goal, 4.
So now it's first down and goal. A great chance to win the game right here. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Gators.
Number 20.